So there's a lot of illusions, a lot we haven't been able to see clearly. Right now we have a lot of imbalances that are coming. There have been a lot of imbalances. We are seeing where we have been sacrificed in situations. Also, where our time, energy, efforts, money have been sacrificed. The Star. We're beginning to heal. Deep healing. Laying down heavy weights here, all of our burdens. We're beginning to, Two of Swords in the reverse, make decisions in order to put certain things down, certain weights down, in order to gain the victory. But again, we are looking at Five of Wands, chaos, conflict of current, past situations. Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is spinning now in a different direction. I'm hearing that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Yeah, it's like we've had people who have held back certain information with the Tower in the reverse. With the Two of Wands, we've been stuck because of a lack of communication or a lack of understanding. Unable to understand which path it is that we need to choose in order to gain the victory. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. The Moon in the reverse again on this King of Swords with the Tower. So these are people that, or situations that we relied upon for financial as well as emotional. It's like somehow the situation is becoming balanced by not finding happiness in these situations. And once we discover the truth, we're able to finally lay down our defenses. It's like we're defensive because we're feeling insecure, because things are cloudy, because we don't understand. It's causing us to be in a state of confusion and illusion. So it's like the Tower is coming in to reveal this Ten of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, it's like we've been in a state of sadness here. We've been in a state of sadness over this loss or this new beginning that we thought was coming in. Queen of Pentacles. Let's see what else is going to come out here. Just want to see if there's any other like vital information here. Queen of Pentacles wanted to come out again for a second time. Clarify Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, again, we have a Queen of Pentacles energy who was unable or unwilling to hand over her pentacle in order to join forces in a partnership. And it ended up in a Six of Cups in the reverse. Unhappy family situation. Sun in the reverse. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Three of Cups in the reverse. It's like Ten of Pentacles is everything. It's happy home, happy family. It's every reason to celebrate. It's good money. It's having everything. And it's like if this Queen of Pentacles would have been able or willing to put in their fair share with the pentacle that they had been holding on to, it's like everyone could have been in a winning situation. But because people have held back, it's caused a misfortune in the group. So it created a sense of imbalance. So there's judgment being called here. There's judgment. I'm pointing out, though, this is the Ten of Pentacles in the upright, but it came out in the reverse. So there's judgment being called here on this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse. In action, a person who chose not to take action. Four of Cups. Ignoring the offer. Ignoring the hand of God. So it's like, go out there if you're going to do that. Go out there. See, in this Four of Cups here, I look at, you see, let me see, look at it. Okay, so there's a man sitting here, and there's a cup here being offered to this man. But it's as if he's not paying attention to it. He's ignoring it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a card of like ignoring an offer. Ignoring what is being shown to you. Ignoring what is being offered. This is the hand of God. So this is another thing I want to say that keeps coming up. That sometimes when other people reject our offer or what we, you know, the relationship that we want to have with them, or it's not equal balanced, it's not always, it's like we take it personal, you know, but it's as if, you know, it's the hand of God at times that it's a certain path that you offer that has to do with you that they're rejecting. It's not necessarily, you know, it's the hand of God. Everyone has options, you know. So we have Two of Cups in the reverse. So at times it's not really you that they're rejecting. It's the hand of God that they're rejecting. There's certain, you know, people can choose to be on their divine path, or they can choose not to choose that divine path. Because many are called, but few are chosen, and not everyone answers that call. So you can be walking uprightly and wonder why certain people just don't choose you. And it's because it's not you that they're rejecting. It's the call that they're rejecting. Alright, so we have Knight of Swords in the reverse, Eight of Cups, Empress in the reverse, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Let me see real quick. Nine of Wands. So, because this cup of love was rejected, it caused us to feel very heavy burdens. A person who we waited on to give us their cup of love ended up never showing up to commit to the offer that was on the table. And I'm getting that this was like a long-standing offer. A person that in a way gave us like false hopes or like appeared a certain way. But I'm feeling as if, and this is what kept coming up in my readings that I didn't bring up before, is that I kept seeing and hearing a false Queen of Cups, okay? A Queen of Cups who appears to be in the upright, but is actually a Queen of Cups in the reverse. A person who appears to be loving, nurturing, supporting, selfless, generous, caring, was actually in it for the wrong reasons. A person who is actually more material focused, not really paying attention to the inner beauty, but more so paying attention to the material, the outer beauty, what can be gained. Pretty much like looking at people, places, and offers, looking at offers on the surface, not really looking below as to see what the offer entailed. It was like looking at something for face value and feeling as if there wasn't really anything worth digging deeper to find. Kind of like judging a book by its cover. You understand? People looking at an offer at first glance and really not seeing it beyond its potential. But see, this is what God is also showing me, what the Holy Spirit's been showing me, is that people who only do like pay attention to the surface, they pay attention to the material, they pay attention to the outer appearances, they don't choose to dig deeper to see the greater value of a love offer from a person or a business idea. You understand? They look at it from the surface, and it also reflects back toward them as a person that doesn't dig deep on the inside, even of themselves, in order to see and find that value within themselves. And it's like they don't choose to do the inner work. They don't choose to dig deeper, dig beyond the surface. And so I feel like there's two different kinds of people. You have people who do that. They want to do that soul searching. They want to find something deeper. They want to look for meaning. They want to heal in order to grow to higher levels and higher heights. They want to maximize their potential. You know, even though they feel afraid of growth, they soar beyond it in order to obtain a vision, in order to, you know, gain that maximum potential out of life. Those are the people who do the deep soul searching, the healing. They dig deeper, okay? And you have the other people who are surface level people. They're more afraid of their shadow. They choose not to dig deep. They choose not to look for those wounds on the inside of themselves in order to heal. They're afraid of themselves. Even when they feel fear, they back away from it. They pull back from it. And it's not to say that, my point being though, that when a specific person chooses not to dig deep and do the work, you know, they in a way can't see eye to eye with the person who does dig deep and does do the work. It's like the two can't see eye to eye, and it's like they in reality are unequally yoked. But it's like the one who doesn't dig deep, if they're willing to learn, you understand? But I feel like every person at some point has a decision to make, and I feel like that's where this like imbalance comes in, because I feel like we have been trying to mingle around to find partnerships, and it's like that's where these imbalances are coming across. It's like we can't become equally yoked. I mean, not just in a marriage, but in a partnership, in a relationship. You can't make things work with people who are not willing to grow, not willing to do the soul work, not willing to heal. Because the person who is wanting to grow beyond comfortability, to get out of their comfort zone, to create something bigger, something better, it's like they're willing to do that work, but also to carry the load of that vision. And the opposite person really doesn't have the strength to carry that load. But that's where the injustice plays in. There's injustice that keeps coming up here with the Lovers card popping up right after that. There's injustices in these relationships, which really, to me, injustice equals imbalance, okay? When something becomes imbalanced, it becomes unjust. And there's a heavy emphasis on partnerships and relationships and finding those imbalances and that understanding. Because I feel like there's been a lot of like rejections in terms of blood bonds with family. long soul contracts of people that we've intermingled with for a long time, certain business partnerships, and I feel like we've even taken these things personal, okay? But I feel like looking at things from a more spiritually mature perspective, people choose their own soul's journey, okay? And as I say that, we're coming in with the Five of Cups in the reverse, which is, Five of Cups is grief and sorrow. It's emotional mourning and loss. It's like we've been in this state of emotional loss and grieving over all of these things that we thought would work out. These people we thought we would see eye to eye with. Certain situations that looked a certain way on the surface, but it's like we pictured ourselves in these situations and we felt like we were perfectly matched. But again, this is where we've been. And it came out in the reverse. This is where we're heading. We are heading in a place of understanding the imbalances and seeing it from a more logical perspective versus allowing our feelings to be involved as much and allowing our emotions to take over. It's like we've been going through that grieving process, which a lot of times grieving, it starts in the heart. You know, it's like you feel that pain of that rejection and that loss, and you internalize it as if it's something personal toward you, when really in reality it's just the fact that this is not a part of a person's journey, that they may not be ready for it. Like the steps that you may be ready to take or graduate up to or into, the steps that you're willing to take, the work that you're willing to put in, you know, it's like the people who you've deemed worthy to be a partner or that you pictured yourself with as a partner may not be on that level that you're on. They may not be ready. They may be dealing with certain, you know, there's so many different internal struggles and, you know, healing that we all need to go through and work through in order to reach that next level. And so when in terms of vibration and energy, it's like when you heal, you elevate to the next level. And some people just, you know, are not on the same level. And so again, we've been internalizing all of these injustices and all of these heavy burdens that we've been carrying, and we have been mourning and being sad over these cups that have been spilled over. And it has to do with these relationships and feeling the injustices, like feeling the swords in our back, feeling the heartbreak, feeling, you know, the weight and the pain of these cups that are being spilled. I mean, this is a partnership here. You understand? These are two people that are standing together, willing to walk hand in hand and do whatever needs to be done. And this is what we have been, it's like we in our heart space have really been like yearning to find that perfect partner, soulmate, connection, business partner, business opportunity. I mean, we're looking for that our rightful place with the right soul tribe, with the people who see eye to eye. You know, when you talk, you don't have to explain anything. You just simply speak and they get it, like just like that. Not trying to talk and having to walk on eggshells with the things that you say, the things that you do, having misunderstandings, yearning for that perfect soulmate where you can, you know, laugh and giggle all day and night, like belly wrenching, like laughter, you know, And like at some point remembering when you had that and missing and yearning for that partnership. And this is, and that's what I mean, like having that yearning and yet experiencing nothing but losses. So we're reaching the world here. The world is the completion of a cycle, a major cycle, a lot of life learning lessons. We are becoming clear on how to become this Emperor energy, how to step fully in our power to become who it is that we need to be, and how we need to present ourselves, walking into that with spiritual eyes open, an understanding of the spiritual discernment, a better understanding of spiritual energy, not just taking people's words at face value, but actually seeing people in places, like seeing people in situations for what they truly are and not what we envision them to be. Not sticking with our own vision inside of ourselves, trying to live in some type of illusion, but really seeing and understanding things for what they are and using that wisdom and knowledge, because of we have experienced so many losses because of walking around in the hopes of what we wish could happen, who we wish this person could be, you know, like letting our hearts lead and guide us, you know. And it's okay to let your heart lead and guide you, but not without using logic as well. Like not just putting our hearts out on the line, but protecting and guarding our hearts and using our minds in order to discern if the decisions that we're making are right. So again, we've continued to choose. We have 2 Page of Pentacles. I have 2 different decks here that I've combined together for this purpose. It's to discern on the specific issues that God is trying to pinpoint that are very important. And these came out back to back. Page of Pentacles from one deck, and then right after it, the Page of Pentacles from the next deck came out. These are offers that never got off the ground. Page of Pentacles is tangible resources that a person comes in to offer in order to get a project started. And we had the hopes of these offers coming in, envisioning the finish line with specific partners, and they never got off the ground. And God is, you know, allowing us to go through the mourning process of, you know, who we thought we were gonna take with us to the finish line. And God's saying, like, you might not be crossing the finish line with those who you thought you were gonna cross the finish line with. And it's a life learning lesson. I just want to see real quick what's at the bottom. Whoop, 1 second. Oh, these cards like to fall down sometimes. So yeah, let's see. Temperance reverse, Queen of Cups reverse, Wheel of Fortune reverse. So yeah, we've been imbalanced, dealing with heartless individuals, people who are selfish, people who have not done the healing. It's not to offend anyone who portrays these like character traits, because we've all been there, to where we don't know really how to manage what we've been given. But it's like over time we have dealt with people who don't know how to prioritize us, And so it's kept us stuck. It's like a person, this Knight of Cups, you know, bringing in these flowers, Prince Charming, again, presenting themselves one way. You understand? Bringing in the flowers, looking all fly, you know, and appearing on the surface to be everything that we could have ever wanted, but yet have an inability to commit. There's an inability to commit. Five of Swords. Chaos, conflict, drama has been lying underneath the surface, okay? Tapping into the intuition, the High Priestess, with the Lovers in the reverse. It's finally tapping into the intuition, which is the gift that God gave us in order for us to be able to decide which situations are surface level and which ones can stand the test of time. Because we have been living in chaos, choosing things that are not truly for us. Because we are unequally yoked. Because they believe one way and we believe a different way. They live a different way, we live a different way. Eight of Cups in the reverse. These are people who continue to come back. People who leave out of our lives, they walk away, and then they come back. And I feel like when trouble starts and shit hits the fan, they leave. And then when they sense that everything is getting better in your life and you've had time to heal, had time to grieve, they want to come right back. But see, us dealing with, and see the Magician came up again in the reverse. Magicians in the reverse. People who are internally chaotic. They bring chaos and conflict into the lives of others, as they present themselves to be a Queen of Cups, which is a person who's full of love, compassion, and support. When really, they're the Magician in the reverse, which is the complete opposite. It's a person who's using every resource possible to work against you, just because they're bitter and broken on the inside of themselves. People who choose not to look inward out of fear. People who choose not to heal. So they have all this darkness bubbling under the surface. So it looks good, but it's not really as good as it looks. And it's been keeping us stuck with the Six of Swords in the reverse. So justice and judgment is taking a nice long look at these relationships, tapping into the intuition to see what is surface level and what is truly the real energy that's lying beneath the surface, and tapping into the intuition to make the right judgment calls.